Hello, I'm the Dark Fae, and welcome to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. So I played just the Stanley Parable not terribly long ago. Oh God, was that a long time ago? That might have been like a year ago plus already. But now they have new content and a new experience out, and I really enjoyed the first Stanley Parable, even though I'm usually not one for uh like games where you like repeat and just pick different choices to see different outcomes, but I don't know, this is really well done and I really enjoyed it. So let's begin. The end is never. Click to skip.
This is the story
No,
of a
let's
man
do it
named
again.
Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee
Milliseconds?
427 did every day of every month.
How would you count a milli? I guess if you
And
stop.
although others might have considered it
Soul rending.
Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this.
Okay, the music's a little bit loud
Stanley was happy.
in comparison to the voice.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
I became
Something
Stanley.
he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
And here we go. Okay, well, let me real quick, just let me fix some things. Does it change? Oh, anyways, let's continue. What can I don't really remember how to do anything. Stepped out of my office.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
This is so familiar.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
But I want to know, like, what's different? What's new?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he
Who
couldn't find a
farted?
trace of his co-workers.
Number one, dad. There is apparently more content. But yeah, I don't know what's new and anyways, whatever. We'll just experience again, shall we? Because I don't want to do just like the same stuff that I've been doing.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nope.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it
Can I go
perfectly
back?
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Can't go back. I can crouch too. Who walks this slowly when crouching? What? You can't crouch and walk at the same time?
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No. Ooh, what's in here?
Stanley was so bad at following directions,
Oh, that's right,
it's
that's right.
incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. And now I'm here. That's right. And then you can also just like die by dropping off of this, right? Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact
I don't
is that the
remember
story has been about nothing but you all this time.
what I should do.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
But it's fun.
I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for, this is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Right, and then there's like the phone, right? Oh, yeah, the phone.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly
Why are there so many
place your
cigarette
faith
butts?
in another, then pick up the phone.
But I guess let's do it.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of
Oh,
the
I
oven.
can't leave.
All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Rude.
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Good morning, employee 427. Press I on your keyboard. Oh yeah, that's right. This is like the last ending I think maybe I got last time. Or it's like the last one.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
See, what if I press other stuff? It doesn't work. I don't remember.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's
This
told
is
to
why I
do.
don't pay attention to you,
Now he's
Mr.
pushing a
Narrator.
button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Don't wanna.
But in his mind, in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
And
For
crawl
behind his desk,
the
Stanley
speed of a
dreamed
snail.
wild expeditions into the unknown. Fantastic
Uh-oh.
discoveries.
This
of
is
new
getting a little
lands.
too
It was
real.
wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would
Oh
ever
no.
happen to him.
Ow, it hurts. Please press K to watch TV. Fine.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that
TV
one
in here,
day
but
while at
okay.
work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
His ex to spend time with the boys. God.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice.
Choice.
It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this
Yeah, and then
fantasy
it
world,
slowly
he
transforms
began
into
to
my
fill it with
cubicle,
many
right?
possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous
How do
round
I
room
reach the
with
new
monitors
content,
and
though?
mind
That's what I'm
controls.
curious about.
Down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions, and down another was a game with a baby.
Oh god,
And he
the
called it
game!
The Stanley
I
Parable.
remember this now. How did I find so many?
It was such a wonderful fantasy.
Oh, I remember
and
the
so in his
closet.
head,
Okay,
he
okay, it's
relived
coming
it
back to me.
Again, and then again, and again,
But-
over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is
I'm trying to
the real
type
one.
stuff. It's not working.
And I'm trying to tell him this.
I
That
hate
in this world,
Mondays.
he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me.
I
He
still
won't
love that
stop.
the
Here,
clicking
watch this.
puts like the typewriter.
Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Can I just wait here? I don't remember. This was a way. I don't think the game will progress because it's trying to, you know, teach you something. But I want to know. I want to know. Can you show me how to get the new stuff?
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Get that ending where you're like staring down at Stanley. Have you ever questioned the nature of your reality? Apparently not.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Forgot about that please die moment. The end is never. And we're back, ladies and gents. Okay. Oh, I can just shut.
But Stanley simply couldn't
Oh.
handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself.
Oh, and it's
is to
locked
wait.
forever.
Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will
I am
break
safe
me.
inside my
And
cubicle.
here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by?
It's only been
He no longer
seconds.
had the ability to tell.
But there's a
But
clock.
the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to
Let me
do.
open the door.
Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Oh. I died. Okay.
All of his co-workers.
But yeah,
were
well, how?
gone. What could it mean?
I can't
Stanley
jump
decided to go to
anymore
the meeting
either.
room. Perhaps he had simply missed
Can't
a
jump.
memo. No matter how hard Stanley
They disabled
looked,
it.
he couldn't find
That's
a
an
trace of
achievement
his
I just
co-workers.
unlocked. I really can't open any doors.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office.
Input
but
received?
it didn't make a single difference.
Was there something with
Nor
this?
did
I
it
couldn't
advance the
remember.
story in any way.
Pink. Your name access? Maybe I'll just turn off all of the computer monitors. Doesn't say anything. I remember wondering if there is something to do with the I like work, I just hate my boss. I'm just wondering if there's, I don't know, more hidden messages, more hidden meanings. Proceed, okay.
When When Stanley came to a set of
I guess
two
let's go
open
left.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
For now, I can't get in there. I'm just clicking on absolutely everything. I want to know what's new. This doesn't feel new.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office,
Right.
hoping he might find an answer there.
Remember this, how to solve a dispute with a coworker, the pie chart, a lot of percent, space between the teenagers. There's something in the idea bin. 1 or 10. No more bins, trash cans, renaming of the idea bin, firing of me. We need hopeless reviews. Or 2 plus 4 out of 5 want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule, but I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers, more water cooler heaters. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographic. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic big net. Some sort of child trap? God, this company. Target demographic teenagers. What is hot? Profits, 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 profits. More secondary stripes colored in segment pie. Stock market is somewhere here. What do people want? Things. Happiness. Violet James, you are fired. Money, more money, things. But with money to buy more things? Graphs about things and money. We have our new product. Well. It always synergize. That's always the such a what is that word? Like the hot word, not the hot word, what, you know, just like the thing that gets people, like, it's a buzzword, that's word. Monetize, free to play. Help. I'm a post-it. Oh, I remember that post-it. Okay. Targets, push for funding or R&D or new coffee machine. Who moved my desk? Okay, well. So not smooth. It's super smooth on my computer, but OBS does not like it. Whatever. Oh, the good old broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
And then by the third time, it got boarded up. Go down.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Is there more downstairs? No, I'm trying to remember, like... Oh, it's not like a note I can pick up or anything. I really don't remember.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment.
Oh, the endless loop
reason at
one.
all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Oh,
Why
no.
did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
No, come
Were they
back.
simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
I'm going
He
crazy.
thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Yeah, and I start floating.
Then he
Woo!
imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star.
I loved this ending.
And it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
Look at this.
And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my
And I
thoughts,
fell through
he thought.
everything.
And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream.
And I'm gone. Okay. But,
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Off this time. Knowing your city. It's too small to read. I don't want to read that. Okay, so if I go to the meeting room.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Wait,
he
if I
entered the door
go,
on his
this
left.
leads me to the like the cargo hold area. Here I go to the meeting room, and then I can go upstairs again.
Yet there
Upstairs
was not a
instead,
single
I should
person
say.
here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just coming to a staircase. Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
But okay. Money in the morning. Was the executive bathroom in the game before? Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast. Money crisp. Like Honey Crisp? Extreme bathrooms. In Time magazine. Okay. But I can go back. I can leave. That's the first door that hasn't closed behind me. Oh, but now I could just go downstairs. This is, wait. Isn't that different? This is different. What? What? Business strategy? Strategy? You have a panda at gunpoint? I don't like that. Is that outdoors? It just looks like doors monthly. Shapes. Exclusive. Lenny Smith talks about his newborn. Okay. What does that say? I am the most expensive boss. Good for you. Should I go up or let's go up. Because I can't imagine how we go further up. Classic elevator music. Let's hope it's not copyrighted. Whatever. But this is definitely different because I would have remembered that panda. The very sad panda who's about to get shot. What if it never ends? What if I'm stuck in this elevator forever? Oh, okay. I'm at the same floor. Was that just the most unnecessary elevator of my life? See what happens if I go down. There's gotta be a point to it. It's gotta do something. Is it not moving at all? Why are you glowing? then what's the point? Why? Oh, indoors monthly, excuse me. Okay, well here's the boss's
Staring
office.
into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of
I know
any human
that's a
life.
door.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin number.
I don't remember what it is. It's like
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Nothing? I can't do anything new? What about the elevator?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct
Why did it go dark?
By sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I've done this before, though. It feels a little too dark. Oh yeah, you could just go hide in the corner. And then there's a lift, right? I pressed up. Will it take me up? No. And this is where you go down to like the secret.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
And now we're in the facility, right? Excuse you.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I didn't want to go through the whole facility thing again. Or at least not right now.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Nah.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Whoop. What? Oh.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the
was there a way
story.
for me to avoid
Trapped
this? I can't
forever in his
remember.
narrow vision of what this world is.
But I can't
Perhaps his
jump
death was of
anymore.
no great loss,
So I feel like
but
no.
plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
I'm gonna crouch.
Farewell, Stanley, cried
Yeah,
the narrator,
the other voice
as
kicks
Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh, is this how I get to the museum? No, it's not. It's...
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When
Yeah,
every
the
path you
museum.
can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
I'm trying to remember what I've done for office computers. Oh, there's a solitary one? Filing cabinets. Maybe I can find out what's new based off of here. I don't know though. Office. Maintenance room. Maintenance room? Fun? What's... I don't remember seeing some of these. Warzone. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Oh, interesting. But that's not actually in the game. Is it? What if they're just saying that? You never know. Lounge. From Pixel Sith, subject to your narrator. How do you stay in shape? Narrator emails, that's right, I remember that. It says Stanley's office, a couple different iterations. Okay. Then mock-up. Monitor room elevator.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another.
I don't remember
how they both wish to be
freedom
free.
ending. I remember the freedom ending. Is it existed in beta? Countdown desk? Yes. Alright, wait, let me go back downstairs real quick and look at some of the other stuff. Boss's office. Oh, I remember I got lost here pretty quickly because... Okay. Okay. Underground, yeah. And then this narration outtakes. For the dialogue,
When they came to the lift, he traveled
3 separate times over 2 years of development.
top of the facility to end this injustice. Stanley walked over the bridge.
That Stanley walked over the bridge. And I want to do like a narration, voice actor thing, voiceover thing. It'd be so fun to do. Okay, should I just go to the exit then? Stanley Bearable. Off. Or on.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna get crashed
Listen
again.
to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
Can I do
as long
it?
as you move forward.
Right. And I won.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Or 1-7. Oh! Well, that's new.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Can I go this way? No. Hey. Oh. Well, I guess my question was, I was wondering, because it didn't look that different when you, I guess you have to play through it a couple times again. Ooh.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
You're welcome.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley
Game
Parable
Factory.
Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley
More
Parable,
game.
delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Is it bad if I leave this episode here? I'll think about. Okay, I might leave this one here, and then we'll go through. Now that we've kind of revisited the Stanley Parable a little bit, we'll see what the Ultra Deluxe version has in store. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for notifications when I put out new videos. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.